People know me for creating the Battle Royale game mode, which is found in many, many games. I created a game mode based on someone else's event I liked, and that turned into now a genre of games. Hi, I'm Brendan Greene, or as some people know me, PlayerUnknown, and I'm Director of Special Projects at PUBG Corp. Battle Royale is a very simple game mode. 100 players start, at least with our version of the game, and a circle forms on an island, gets smaller, and you have to be the last man standing. So I kind of fell into video game design. I was in Brazil saving to come home. I had gone online and found a squad of guys that played a mod called Daisy. I'd kind of fallen back in love with games through that game mode because it sort of showed me a side of games that I hadn't really seen before. So I then tried my hand. I had a look at the code of this mod and I said, okay, I can understand this. Maybe I can start to change it a little. And I did, and then I wanted to create my own version of a mod, which turned out to be Battle Royale. So that's where it all started. I was in Brazil. I had been there. I went for the love of a woman. I ended up falling out of love. So when I came back from Brazil, I was living with my parents. They were really worried that I was making this free mod on a game called Arma, and they were asking me, how can you make money from this? And I told them, well, there's a possibility I could get to make my own game someday, but right now, no. And I was on social welfare in Ireland, and I was using that money to pay for servers. And, you know, every now and again, I would ask the community, listen, can you help me pay for servers? And they would come out. But in general, I tried to do it all myself. It wasn't a happy time because I was really worried about, you know, well, will I have a career and, you know, what's going to happen? But then luckily H1Z1 contacted me, and that kind of first launched Battle Royale into sort of the public perception. And then about 3 years ago, a Korean company, Bluehole, contacted me and said, we would love you to make your vision for a Battle Royale game. So I went to Korea, moved there, and PUBG was born. I remember just seeing the number of sales just constantly going up and up and up, and it just wouldn't stop and it wouldn't slow down. And in fact, it got quicker after China joined in, and it was just crazy. And I think that helped us because, you know, it was such a massive growth that it didn't really sink in. I don't think it really has. So it's kept us all quite grounded and just wanting to make a good game. There's so many myths and rumors about me out there about, like, I am on a yacht, you know, drinking champagne and stuff like this. Like, I have a bike. I cycle to work every morning. My brother even came over to me, visited me in Amsterdam, and I said, yeah, I have to go to work tomorrow. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I work from like 9 to 5 most days, like everyone else, you know. My life hasn't changed. Listen, it means I'm comfortable now. I can provide for my family, my daughter and stuff, and they don't need to worry. But really, you know, I still have a pretty regular life.